If you want to know the future, you don't need a crystal ball. You need a history book. Because civilizations rise and fall in patterns, economic cycles, power shifts, cultural trends, and human behavior that repeat like a loop we can't seem to escape. Today, we're going to break down 5 future predictions that historians, economists, and even emperors from the past would not be surprised to see coming. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the return of massive power blocks. Every few centuries, the world reorganizes itself into big, competing alliances. Think about Athens versus Sparta, Rome versus Persia, the Allies versus the Axis, or more recently, the USA versus the USSR. History suggests we're entering another one of these cycles, a multipolar world, where major powers form competing spheres of influence. This isn't just about military might, it's about everything: economics, digital infrastructure, and cultural reach. Imagine a world where trade networks are divided, where your phone's operating system is tied to a political allegiance, where nations are forced to choose sides. This isn't a new kind of world war brewing, but rather a world splitting apart at the seams. It's a return to an old, familiar pattern of global competition. Next up, get ready for a new roaring 20s cultural boom. It's a fascinating historical trend. After every major global crisis, whether it's a plague, a war, or a financial collapse, humans respond with an explosion of creativity and social energy. After the Black Death, we got the Renaissance. After World War I, we got the roaring 1920s with its jazz, fashion, and artistic revolutions. After World War II, a global economic boom reshaped society. And after the 2008 financial crash, we saw the digital revolution truly take hold. We are in that exact same position right now. We're in a post-pandemic world that is absolutely hungry for reinvention. So expect to see new art movements, new music scenes that define a generation, bold fashion shifts that break old rules, and rapid technological experimentation. History tells us that human creativity doesn't just survive chaos, it thrives on it. Third, we're on the brink of the next big economic reset. Economies don't just grow forever. They move in long, predictable cycles. Roughly every 80 to 100 years, they undergo a full reset. For example, the debt crisis of the 1780s led to a whole new financial system. The crash of the 1870s created modern banking. The Great Depression of the 1930s gave rise to welfare states and social safety nets. And the 2008 crash pushed us into the era of digital finance. We're reaching the end of another one of these massive cycles right now. We see the signs everywhere. High government debt, waves of inflation, unstable markets, technological shifts happening at lightning speed. History predicts that a new financial era is not just possible, but inevitable. This could involve digital currencies becoming mainstream, AI-driven markets making decisions in microseconds, decentralized finance challenging traditional banks, or even a new global reserve currency emerging. This isn't about collapse, it's about transformation. Fourth, let's look at the cycle of social mood. Societies go through emotional cycles too. It seems that roughly every 50 years we hit a peak of intense civil unrest. In the 1910s, there were revolutions around the world. In the 1960s, we saw widespread protests and cultural rebellions. And from the 2010s into the 2020s, we've witnessed global protests, deep political polarization, and fierce cultural clashes. It feels chaotic. But history shows that these intense phases are always followed by a period of stabilization, a kind of societal cooling down and rebuilding. We are likely nearing that transition point. The pattern is clear. First comes the noise and the conflict. Then comes the negotiation and the search for common ground. And after that, a long period of relative calm settles in. Finally, we are on the verge of a new golden age of science. Whenever humanity is pushed to its limits by wars, pandemics, or global tensions, we innovate our way out. And what follows is a scientific golden age. After World War II, we developed space technology, modern vaccines, and the first computers. After the plagues of the past, medicine was revolutionized. The Cold War space race didn't just get us to the moon, it gave us the internet, GPS, and satellite communication. That same cycle is repeating right now. The fields of artificial intelligence, biology, physics, and space exploration are accelerating faster than at any other time in human history. So, get ready for breakthroughs that sound like science fiction, radical advances in longevity, real solutions for climate change, the rise of quantum computing, serious interplanetary exploration, and new forms of clean energy. If history is any guide, the next 20 years won't just be advanced, they'll be completely transformational. So you see, these predictions aren't just wild guesses. They're echoes from the past patterns that humans have followed for over 4,000 years. If we take the time to learn from these cycles, we can prepare for what's coming. But if we ignore them, well, history has a funny way of reminding us. Thanks for watching.